Bring a tough stomach, all my fellow creature outlaws, as this is your next episode of Card Games vs. Humanity, and I am that N-A-K-A-K double G. Finally done being a yucky, sneezy, sore throat, nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Kind of devolved into song there. But yeah, I'm finally done being sick, so it's time for your weekly recap of the 4Kids classic that we all know and love, the first of 2 episodes this week.
Long ago, when the...
Why is it showing this again? We didn't even show this for episode 3. We're 4 episodes in, we already don't have consistency. Starting the episode inside the eyeball of a frickin' seagull, the first of many gross out sequences in this episode. Our heroes are seen on the front of the ship as they approach the island. They never really do give it a name, do they?
Finding your grandpa's not gonna be easy.
Joey, you already know he's going to be relatively near Pegasus. It's not a fucking scavenger hunt. Apparently, Tristan would rather risk swimming hundreds of miles back home instead of getting caught by these guards that would probably just put him on a boat sending it back home in the first place. Tristan walks by in the most casual, non-conspicuous walking stance that I've ever seen in my entire life. And anxiety's so powerful that the guard yells at him for it, because why the fuck would he even care?
Hey you, don't look so nervous.
Nervous? What are you talking about? Joey sneezes out what literally might be the longest snot stream that I've ever seen in my life. But seriously, dude, it's been like 5 minutes and this episode is already the grossest one yet. Holy shit, that hair! Our heroes walk up this 5-mile-long staircase as Taya notices the creepy bastard Bakura lurking in the bushes below. Naturally, because she's a woman, no one else in the group actually believes her. About 2 days later, our heroes reach the top of the staircase where a bunch of random people start pointing out the impressive duelists around them, like Rex and Weevil, and the number 3 ranked duelist Mako Tsunami. Gonna be honest, I didn't actually know that. Pegasus comes out to lord over all his subjects and...
Boy, would I like to get just 5 minutes alone with that guy.
Might want to keep that to yourself there, buddy. Anyways, Pegasus rambles on to the sea of duelists, explaining to all of them how they must duel with absolutely no rules or regulations, before sauntering off with a very evil grin, very happy that everything's going according to his extremely vague plan. 1 hour later, the shittiest fireworks you've ever seen go off as the tournament begins, which is apparently all the time that Mako Tsunami needed to start hitting on this local body of water. Yugi wants to duel Weevil right away, who is conveniently right there, and oh wait, never mind, he's running away. Our gang chases that little creep into the forest before we're treated to what I can only describe as my 6th personal stage of hell. How is he controlling thousands of moths at once? I'm not kidding when I say this. I this episode. Our gang finally catches up to Weevil, who reveals the dueling arena like it's somehow a final boss that he created himself. Yugi transforms in front of everyone and no one bats a damn eye as Weevil attempts to intimidate him.
Time to find out if you're as good at dueling as you are at running away.
Was I simply...
It's time to duel!
Dude, he really wants to duel. Never mind, scratch that. Yugi wants to get rid of Weevil so badly that he's willing to gamble his grandfather's deck just to take away his 2 starships from him. Was he always this impulsive at first and I just never noticed? Or did you just kind of realize that without Exodia, his grandfather's deck is... it's not great. Then Joey says the best thing any true homie would say to the bartender anytime him and 2 ladies are getting caught sneaking into the club.
I happen to be his best friend, Joey Wheeler. And these two are trespassers.
Weevil summons an insect, so naturally Yugi just skips his turn and attacks with a monster that appears to have the same amount of attack. Naturally, a 50% attack bonus that you may or may not get on your monsters was worth this entire chasing charade.
So as long as I play my bugs in the forest area, I get a field power bonus!
Field power area? You mean your side of the fucking field? Now, just so we're all clear, the field power bonus that Weevil worked so hard for apparently didn't register when the monster was summoned, so when you think that Yugi lost this monster, nope, that's just for dramatic effect. Turns out his side also had a field power bonus that failed to register as the monster was summoned, so both monsters were actually destroyed. What? Apparently just seeing a dueling arena is all Yugi needed to instantly know that on this island, that mind you has every type of field imaginable, all on a 5-square-mile island in the middle of the ocean, would somehow give certain monsters advantages depending on what part of the island they were on.
My Hercules beetle will find a way to crawl under your skin!
Ah yes, the Hercules beetle, well known for sounding exactly like a cow. That's fucking accurate. Weevil takes advantage of the field power bonus that not only gives you an attack boost, but apparently protects your monsters from magical attacks. A very consistent rule that is definitely upheld through the entirety of this season. All these massive advantages seem to be putting Yugi on the defensive, who definitely just slayed a monster face down in attack position. But worry not, our hero does what he does best, lets his opponent monologue and summon shitty monsters, so hopefully they don't notice that he just keeps drawing cards over and over until he gets what he needs. Finally drawing into the Dark Magician, a monster that he definitely never actually set before Weevil just skips his turn and attacks anyways. Yugi then somehow manages to do 1,445 damage with a Mirror Force trap card that he definitely didn't just, top deck while Weevil wasn't looking. We just gotta accept this and move on, don't we?
Yes!
I'm not arguing with that face. The episode ends with Weevil remaining confident, knowing that his most devastating monster that I'm not really sure if he just summoned or is it just imagining on screen right now. But that's all it takes for Yugi to get super worried, and oh my god, he hears those disgusting noises. How did this episode not get censored? Well, that's it for this episode of Card Games vs. Humanity. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that like and leave a comment telling me what you thought. Share with a fellow Yugi brother that loves to cheat. They'll definitely approve this one. Tune in next week where we get to see the perfectly ultimate Great Moth, one of the most powerful monsters in the entire game. I still think I'd take it over the thousands from earlier, though. And of course, a shout out to all my patrons. Bring bug spray, because I'm pretty sure Saturday is going to be just as bad. This has been the man from Earth with all the girth, ladies and gentlemen. Be the character you know you're worth, and kill some moss. Tristan walks by in the most casual, not at all conspicuous type of what the fuck did I write? About 1 hour 1 hour later, our gang treat. Our gang finally catches up to Revel. Jesus Christ. And naturally, the 50% bonus or so that you may get on some of your monsters was